Dear students, I welcome you for the Unit 2 Legal and Regulatory Framework. In this unit, what are the various contents we are going to see? So, that is India's legal and regulatory work, entry options, foreign investment policy, taxation, employment laws, social environment. So, very first thing we have to know what is the meaning for legal and regulatory work. Legal means law, the set of rules and regulations. So, regulatory means what is the various things for the conditions. That means various norms, rules, regulations, everything, and which is under the control. Entry options, foreign investment policy, taxation, employment law, social environment, all these things only we are going to look into this unit. The first one, India's legal and regulatory framework. So each and every area, the legal, the rules, regulations, laws are very much important. In the business environment, in the business also, this legal, that is the law framework is highly essential one. In case if there is no law, then people they will act as their own, and there will not be a proper uniformity in that. So we are in need of a set of rules and regulations. Okay. So foreign investors, including companies looking to enter India or already operating in India, need to understand the Indian legal and regulatory environment. That means whoever they are doing already the business, or those who are going to enter into our company and they want to do some business in our area, they need to know what is the procedures we are following in India. Okay, because their country, their systems, their regulations are totally different, and our country, our regulations, our norms are different. Once they are coming to our area and they are doing the business in our area, they must follow our rules and regulations. We'll pass to next slide, that is entry options. So each foreigner, they must know what are the various possibilities they have to do business in our India. So that is a that is a important thing for each and every one before they start the business. Okay, next. The same thing continues, that is foreign investors can set up either a company. So any for the foreign investors, so foreign investor means first of all you must know who are foreign investors. They have money and they want to invest in our country, and they'll take profit out of their investments, and whatever the profit they are earning, there is a separate rules, regulations are there, and they cannot take all the money, all the profit whatever being earned in our country, that to their country, that the norms are separately it is there. Now the foreign investors, that is whether they can start what type of organizations they are going to start, and so that is they can start a limited liability partnership also, they can start company, they can start, okay, they can start a new branch also, they can do all those things. Okay, so what is this limited liability partnership? This alone I want to tell you what is partnership. Partnership is two people they start to work. And what is limited liability? Liability means whatever the amount they borrow, that they have to return it, that is the liability. Okay, they owe for others, that is the meaning exactly even for liability. Limited liability means there is another thing, that is unlimited liability, unlimited liability. Normally in the partnership there is a unlimited liability only prevails. In case if it is mentioned very clearly, limited liability. Then whatever the investment they make in their business, they are liable up to their investment only. In case, for an example, they are investing for 5 lakhs rupees, for an example, and with the 5 lakhs rupees they are doing the business. In case if any loss occurs and they are unable to recover that 5 lakhs rupees and all the money gone, and they got more and more loan, in that situation, the creditors, they should not come and claim with the partner's own assets. The partner may have own asset, that is a house, land, building, anything he may be having. But the creditor don't have any right to claim with the personal assets of the partner. So that is the meaning for limited liability. The partner's liability is limited up to their capital amount. Okay, so they can start a limited liability partnership in India. They are one partner, the foreign investor and our Indian investor. Okay, so foreign investor with our Indian investor, they can start a new partnership also. Okay, now Indian companies are governed by the new company. In case if they are starting the company, then they are coming under the Companies Act 2013. Okay, LLPs, that is limited liability partnerships, are governed by a separate legislation, and the Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008. It is a new act now. Previously, the Partnership Act 1932, and now it is 2008. It is a new act now. They have to follow this 2008 act only. Next comes foreign investment policy. So what is foreign investment policy? So foreign investments into India, so foreigners, they are investing money in India, in our country, okay, are governed by a comprehensive foreign direct investment. We have separate policy. So how much they can invest, how, what are the various forms they can invest, and how they can take their profit. Okay, all those things, there is a separate policy. And whoever may be the foreign investor, they have to follow our Indian norms only. Okay, next, and this foreign investment policy is issued annually by the Department of Industrial Policy. This policy will be always amending, and always it is changing according to the current situations, which works under the aegis of, it is under the control of Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So it is this a foreign in the FDI policies are under the control of Government of India, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Next slide will go. So this FDA policy, again it is same FDA policy, supplemented by various press notes that are issued throughout the year as and when a policy changes is announced. That means whenever if any new things, new amendments or any new things comes, then it is being announced with the papers, their official gazette, official website and papers, everything it will be announced. So why it is no person can say that they don't know. It is their duty, responsibility to know before they start their business. Okay, next, taxation. Taxation is a very big area. Actually, tax laws are very big areas. Our Indian Income Tax Act is 1961, and it is actually, income tax law is a very complicated law, because often there is a changes, there is amendments, new regulations, policies, everything will be there. When any person is doing investment in India, and they should know what is the income tax rules, because they have to pay their taxations, GST, all those things are there. So they should know what is the exact slab, what is the policy regarding their taxation. So while indirect taxes such as value added tax, customs, excise duties, subject to both central and state laws. So we have certain laws are coming under the state and certain laws are common for everyone, that is coming central law, coming under central law. So whatever may be the laws, that is the person must know. In case if the particular person is doing his business in a rural area or in a small thing or like that, so whatever may be the local area, local bodies, so they should pay whatever may be the tax charges, anything to that particular bodies. Next, we'll pass on to the next slide. That is, India also has transfer pricing rules that applies to related party transactions. On the it is transfer pricing rules means all these are coming under the GST rules. So this will go a long way in reducing complexity and eliminating multiple taxation. So what is this multiple taxation means? The same product, for the same product, one tax, again another tax, for the same product, again the tax will be, that is called multiple taxation. To avoid that only, GST has come into the force. For one uh, product, one tax only. So there should not be any multiple tax. So in order to reduce the tax only, GST is being implemented. Next, exit strategy and dispute settlement in India. So, what is it? Exit strategy and dispute settlement. So, exit strategy means suppose a person is doing the business here, and due to some problem, he wants to exit. He wants to leave the business and he wants to go away. That is the meaning for exit. And dispute regulation, in case if the person coming and working here and doing the business, any dispute arises, dispute means problems, struggles, any quarrels or like that, any cases, so any dispute arises, how it can be how it can be solved, where it has to be solved, whether in our country or in their country. So what is the procedure for that? That is the meaning for dispute settlement in India. Changes in business condition or regulatory environment. If the goals and objectives of the company partners involve change with time, so these are the exit strategy. When they can move away, when they can close the business. For settlement of disputes, when a partnership is not working out, so when it will get dissolved or when it will get closed, then when it is not existing, when it is not working or continuously getting lost, or they want to, when the business is getting over, suppose if a person are starting the business for the construction, once the construction is over, the business is also over, so that time they can they can go out of the business. Okay, in case if any settlement, any dispute settlement, then how it has to be solved, that is, normally in our laws, when two persons are there, then they'll be having the agreement. They'll have the agreement, partnership agreement, it will be there. In the agreement itself, it will be mentioned where the dispute will be solved, whether in suppose A and B, two partners are there. A is in abroad and B is in here. Okay, and A and B, they both were doing the business in India. In that situation, the dispute arises whether the case will go to suppose A is being in China, whether the case will go to China or it will come to India. So where it has to get solved, these situations will arise. Okay, that time already the agreement will be there. In the agreement, it would have been mentioned where the cases will be solved, whether it will be solved in India, or it can be in what another country. Okay, so according to the norms, whatever they mentioned already in their agreement, according to that only they will be proceeding for the settlement of the disputes. The next thing is employment laws. So we have a separate laws for employment. So employment laws. According to the laws only, the employment procedures are there. An investor should familiarize themselves before they start the business, before they employ the people. They must know what are the employment laws. Okay. So, suppose in our country we have the provision of giving provident fund, ESI. So these are the facilities, medical facility. Suppose if it is a manufacturing wing, then a canteen should be there. Minimum requirements are there. Health and safety measures should be there. So these are the things must be there. Once all these things are there, then only they will be getting the license for starting the business. That is secondary. But for the employee, so what are the benefits, or how it can be, what is the minimum wages and how it has to be paid, what are the basic procedures they have to follow, all these things will be coming under the employment laws. Okay, next. The investor should ensure that appropriate registrations are obtained and all HR records, files, documents, correspondences are maintained according to the requirements under Indian labor law. That's what I told you. What are the Indian labor law? So we have the very pakka labor law. Okay, this labor law are started before the independence itself, actually. So labor laws are not after the pre-independent law. Pre-independence law it is labor laws. So why these labor laws are started then? Labor law started origins are a very big story actually. So why these labor laws? Because laborers are a very low category people. They are working for very meager salary. So their interest to be protected on getting very low salary, and they are maintaining the family. In that situation, the Indian laborers must be protected from the clutches of the employers. For that purpose only labor laws are created. So in order to maintain, or in order to safeguard the employees only, labor laws are created. So investor must know what is the prevailing labor law and what are the things to be executed. Next, economic and social environment. So what is this economical environment and social environment? On one separate unit itself there, the economic environment. So what is this economy means? What economy means, it is the economy means money. Okay, money factors around the business. Environment means the surrounding. So what is the economical surrounding? Economically, what is the economical situation of the country, and how that, suppose the entire area people are so rich people, he can start the business and everyone will purchase. Okay, in the area, very rural area, in some towns, we can see some rural areas. In that rural areas, small shops also we cannot find. So only some 4 to 5 seats will be there. So they will be executing their field work only. That is that harvesting, sowing. That is they have the agricultural work only. In so many rural areas are there, and in that area we cannot find any transportation auto facility or no shops, nothing will be there. In case a person who is starting a very big shop, or even a small shop also, who is going to purchase the products there? Because the people those who are living there, or they don't have much money to purchase the product. So the economy situation is highly essential when the person starting a business. So, what are the economical environment components? Gross domestic product, income level at a national level and per capita level, and profit earning rate, productivity and employment rate, industrial, monetary, and physical policy of the government. So, these are the various areas economical environment comprises. So, the economical environment factors have immediate and direct impact on the businessman. Suppose a new announcement by the government, all petrol rates are increasing or any tax rate is revising. So that is a direct impact to the business people. So economic environment is highly essential for the business to succeed. The next one we come for aspects of social environment. What are the various aspects? Social environment. So that's what I told you, the rural area or those things are social areas. Social. We cannot say this is exactly social, this is exactly economical. We cannot say that. It is all mingling, all side by side, it all goes together only. Aspects of social environment mean quality of life. In certain areas, the people, their quality, they want to maintain the quality of life. In order to maintain the quality of life, they will go for purchasing the higher product also. Importance or place of women in workforce. So how women are working in rural areas, also women are working. In rural areas also women are working. In agriculture also women are working. Male also working. Male separate wage rate, female separate wage rate only in the rural areas. So they cannot climb, the females cannot climb whatever the amount you are paying to the male, also the same thing we have, you have to give it to us. They cannot climb. Still the things are executing in this manner only. Birth and death rate. Okay, for 1,000 people, what is the birth rate? For 1,000, what is the death rate? It is infant mortality rate, death rate. Attitude of customers towards innovations, lifestyle, innovation. For this, a very good example we can give for the innovation purpose. The youngsters, normally the youngsters, if any new restaurant comes, na, immediately they want to go there and eat. If any new shop comes, any textile new shops comes, they want to go there and see what is the thing. Any new design comes, they want to go and purchase and wear that. So it is a lifestyle, and they want to give more and more importance for the innovation. If any new product comes, new cell comes, and new things comes, immediately they want to purchase that those items. In that situation, the economy, that is the business, will grow much. Suppose the persons, they don't want to purchase any new things. In that situation, the new innovation product, that is the new products, will get failure only. Next, education and literacy rate. Education, the persons those who are more educated, automatically there the business will grow only. Consumption habits. There's some consumption habits. Suppose in our Tamil Nadu, morning breakfast, when we see maximum idli only people will prefer. Suppose if we go to Kerala, they don't prefer much idlis. They prefer differently, appam, barota, like that. Their habits will be different. In case if we go to northern India, they don't prefer breakfast only. So it is a consumption, different consumption habits. Then population, our tradition, our own traditions are there. So traditions means our culture, what is our customs, habit. So in the temple, we will wear like this type of dresses only. For marriages, we will use like this type of products only. So that is our traditions. Okay, our habits are there. So like this only they will proceed. Okay. So the economy has some impact on this only. This also. Social environment. The next topic comes for social environment. So what is the social environment? The social environment consists of the sum total of the society's belief, customs, practices and behaviors. That is sum total of. It is total of. Okay. Not only one. So it is social environment means it put together everything only. Social society belief. Some people they have a belief, and a custom, our rituals, our customs are there, our behavior. Suppose if any festivals are there, in our Vinayaka Chaturthi, Navaratri, our rituals, our customs in Tamil Nadu. Suppose in northern India, Durga Puja, Shankaranti, Magara Shankaranti, Onam, different area, different cultures, different festivals. According to that, the products they will be selling. The business people will sell according to the areas, they will sell the product. So they must have a concentration on where they are situated. That is the meaning for the social environment. So what is the society around the business that need to be concentrated much before they produce? That is the exact meaning for this. Then society's culture plays important role. So the culture also playing the important role. According to the culture only, suppose the people, those who are suppose the Muslim ladies, they always use parda. In that situation, in that area, if the person is selling that, it will be sold. In case if the same things, if other people, they don't use it. So depends upon the culture only, the dressing senses, all those things will happen. So these things a businessman must keep it in his mind before he start and before he do the business, execute it. The next we go for the same things only. Every society constructs its own. So the every society have their own society environment. Okay. So now, so let us stop this unit. So you go through all this PowerPoint and the notes also given. So according to that, you can go through and you can prepare for your test. Thank you.